Hi, everyone. Hello. Good morning. Um, good afternoon to some. First and foremost, I want to say that if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. It's wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Second, I want to thank Joni so much for, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, for the Christmas tree and the treat and everything. It's really wonderful. As you can see, I got totally ridiculous with it and like set it up because I was so excited about just having holidays in the house. And and thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, Joni got me that. And Liz got me lights and a wreath. So I have like a little winter corner and I've got a little fall corner over there. It's absolutely wonderful. I found a curious squash that was adorable. And yeah, we're doing good. Um, I just really like the format of, when I'm not necessarily going to talk about a specific topic. This is going to be kind of wide ranging. That I like the format of just sitting and having coffee and chatting with people. So those that come on during these will get a chance to ask questions, have them answered if they have any, and we'll just chat. How about that? Okay, so morning from Texas. Good morning. Hello. Um, First thing, since there's no questions, I'm going to start with holidays. And I want to express that first, I want to thank everyone that says things like, God bless you, praying for you. I cannot imagine a better way, positive vibes. Anyone who wishes someone well, it's a good thing. Allah bless you. Anything where somebody is wishing you the best that they can imagine is a beautiful thing. Now, I am also going to talk about a a package that affected me. It was wonderful. And Jeff, I appreciate that so very much. It was beautiful. I appreciate the dog food, and Rowan loves wet food. It was so appreciated in the treats and the letter that you sent. Now, what are some of your? Sean, I'll address your question in just a minute. I'm going to finish here what I was going to talk about. The issue that I have is I understand that the tenets of some people's religion that they identify with says that they must spread that. And that's great. That's wonderful. However, understand that I am never going to identify with any religion ever. I believe in blessings and I believe in good and I believe in a lot of things. But believing that I will spend my life wondering what's happening next, that's not going to happen. I enjoy holidays because they have favorable memories for me from things that I cling to. And being from northwestern Montana, pine trees and that glow, and even when the snow falls on them, it's this feeling of connection. It's gorgeous. However, very cold, so not a big fan. So I just want to get that out of the way. I appreciate everyone's stories, and I appreciate the fact that people share with me their beliefs. But I want to stipulate that as much as I respect that, please respect me and my choosing to do things because I believe that they're the right thing to do, not because I believe that I should ever worry about after I'm warm food. So that's how that goes. And it doesn't make me weak-minded. So throw that out there. Seeking knowledge will never make you weak-minded. Seeking truth, seeking answers will never, ever make you weak-minded. Ask questions. Question everything. Okay. What are some of the goals that you would like to achieve? That is an important question for me. And I talk a lot about this with my therapist, with my social worker, with my doctors. and we have a pretty defined list of goals. And my first goal is understanding. My first goal, personal goal, is becoming the best human being I can be, which is mind, body, and soul, or what, oh crap, or whatever that is. I just spilled my coffee here, so guess it's not coffee. I have a problem with talking with my hands, so I'm just gonna. I got it. Sorry, it's like near the laptop, so we're gonna have to just like. There we go. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Like it'll be all right. Um, my goal number one is to not spill my coffee. That's next goal is to be a force for right and good in this world. And by doing that, I believe that in being a better person, that allows a better thought process. It allows a better way of being. And therefore, I can share that with others. And those that need to hear it will hear that and feel in tune. And those that need a different message, hopefully will get that different message, somewhere else or wherever that they need to get it. I'm being taught life is meant to have challenges. No one is immune from that. We all have challenges. And the fact that however we get through them, even when it causes pain, scars, damage, that's still a challenge you got through. And so I'm always going to know that there are going to be challenges, sometimes challenges that I'm not sure I'm going to surmount. But that's okay. Those are learning experiences. And by going through them and understanding that this is the way of life, and that learning from that and then helping others who may be facing something similar, that's it right there. That's the ripple effect. And that's what I believe. And my goal is to be a better human being, to be the best human being that I can be. So that's my number one goal. And I know that that's right for me. So, how do you drink coffee? I love hazelnut myself. I do love hazelnut, but honestly, it's really hard to find because it's a flavoring. So it's kind of hard to, find in like the coffee beans and stuff. But I like my coffee with a little bit of sugar. I find that yummy. I'm trying to wean myself off of sugar a little bit. So I'm adding I tried stevia, which I do like, but I'm going with sucralose I found, and I'm adding it into the sugar, kind of like half and half. So I'm trying to kind of wean myself off of that. It's not great for the brain injury, and it gets so addictive. Do you have a plan in the near future to achieve, like start a company or something like that? I already started a company. I started a company called Being, and I made the website, and I also made my photography website. And, I really did a lot from the time I was housed to the point of spinning. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like to check out my website, it's www.actofbeing.org. And it was about education. It's about education. It's about immediate outreach. It's about reaching others and being that someone. When we walk around, and so many times, and even in my situation when I was homeless, I hear, well, where is this person? Where is somebody? And one thing I realized so often was I was somebody. Now, I might not have been the somebody that could literally give the help, but I could be that somebody to say, well, let's face it together. Let's figure this out, and it was about, instead of calling out, to first assess what I could do as a somebody, because I am a somebody. So that's what being was to me, was not being apathetic, having action when choosing to be or not to be, choose to be, choose to act. So that's what it was, and that's my goal, is to educate others. I put a lot of time into research, because that's one thing I can do well, is just research something. I get obsessive, so I can perseverate and just like go crazy on the research. And that's one thing that I've been doing, is putting together a plan of how I believe will best solve some of the crises we're facing, and putting together a plan. And the problem that I've faced with this is having the trauma coming out of some of the situations I've come out of. Dealing with people is not the easiest on a face to face level. And so, getting investors or talking to people about it other than on an online format, reaching people that could give me good feedback and good support has not been there. And so, um, I've been really reaching out to the medical professionals I know and the other people I know to kind of give me a little feedback. But it's something that I believe will benefit the world, even if it's not monetarily successful. So I believe in it. So I'm gonna look at the comments here, because I have a hard time talking and reading. So um, thank you, Jeff. Um, multiple sclerosis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you. You guys are all so beautiful, and I appreciate so much your love and support. It's awesome. It it makes my heart glow. And for someone who's not, trust me, for somebody who's not able to attend all of the meetings and the committees and the protests and everything, I can't. To be able to come on here and spread my message is so very important, and it's a beautiful thing. And I just want to thank you all for that from the bottom of my heart. Um, I've I've made lifelong amazing friends through this, and that's beautiful. Um, and my heart, Liz, you're in my heart, and I really, you're a blessing to me. Thank you. Cactus, I remember. Love you too. So that's really, that's what I had to say today, is just a huge thank you to all of those that are there and support me. And of course, I had to, toss my coffee. That was that was a thing. So I'm probably gonna get off here real quick and clean that up. Committees and meetings, too much cover. Simplicity is greater. Um, the problem with it is that when you get into the committees and the meetings, they are important to. The problem is I wish they could have an online format, because to be around that number of people or to get out of the house sometimes is very difficult. But it doesn't. But I'm not the only one, and I understand that these leaders and these innovators and these other people, like, that's how they will congregate. But I feel that if they did an online as well, to where we could all have input, that would be so much more helpful. But until they do, I just read afterwards, and I do what I can on that front. I do believe in inspiring others to be the change that I seek. I do. I believe in being the change to myself, like recognizing who I am as a human being is key for me in being a better human being, because I am human. I have flaws, some of which I like, some I'm like okay with, and some I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? What knowledge can I have? What can I do to improve that? And that's one of the wonderful things about having metacognition, is to be a being that can think about our thinking is so special. And so that's, I believe in thinking. and then thinking some more, and then thinking again about it, and then looking it up and thinking some more. So, okay, that's all. Anybody else have any other questions before I end the stream and clean up the coffee on the floor? Anyone? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. And yeah, invisible people did the interview. Yeah, and before that, I had a vlog, and I still do. I actually post these onto my blog on Being Camp Mom on Facebook, and that I started when I was homeless before the invisible people thing. So if you ever want to go through and kind of experience some of my life back when I was homeless, that's a hard thing to do sometimes, like for me, but it's cool too. It just puts me in mind of, man, what I got through and came out on the other side, and the lessons and education and everything I learned about other people and myself. So it's pretty special to me to have that too. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you, JW. Thank you, Cheryl, Free Spirit, Clint, Speak Jesus, Seattle Judy. I'm going through Megan. everybody, thank you. Mary Jo. No, not for president. I would never, ever, ever want to be president. Or even I'm too, it would have to be a human rights now. Human rights, climate rights, like there's some funny story. There's some hardcore facts that we all have to be like looking at. So anyway, have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you all later. All right, bye. Sending love.